Have you ever walked through your own home and felt like someone or something was right behind you, even though you knew you were alone? Maybe you've chalked it up to nerves or a lack of sleep. But what if it's not in your head? What if your house is trying to tell you something? Most hauntings don't begin with flickering lights and floating ghosts. They begin with footsteps. You're lying in bed, and suddenly you hear soft thumps above you. You pause. Listen. Another step. You live alone, and there's no attic. So where are the footsteps coming from? The sound moves, slowly, deliberately, and always stops the moment you speak or move. That's how it begins. The feeling that something unseen is walking above you, or worse, watching you. Then the cold comes. You're walking through your house and feel a sudden drop in temperature, like stepping into a freezer. But only in one spot. You check the windows. They're closed. The air conditioner is off. Still, the air feels heavy and chilled. Paranormal investigators often report that ghosts draw energy from the air around them, creating cold spots. These icy areas aren't random. They're often a sign of where something or someone is standing. But the creepiest part, that persistent sensation of being watched. It starts off subtle, a glance over your shoulder when you're brushing your teeth, a cold wave of unease while working in a quiet room. You try to ignore it, but it keeps coming back, especially in one specific room. You avoid it, you rush through it, because deep down, something feels wrong in that space, even though you can't explain why. You start to notice the lights. They flicker for no reason, maybe at the same time each night, maybe only when you enter a certain room. One bulb blows out, then another. At first you think it's bad wiring, but the electrician says everything's fine. So why does the hallway light flicker every night at 3 a.m.? You begin to wonder if someone's trying to get your attention. Then your pet changes. Your dog growls at the empty staircase. Your cat hisses at the corner of your living room and refuses to go near it. They start acting anxious, pacing the floor or hiding behind furniture. You don't see anything, but they do. Animals are often the first to notice spiritual presences, and they don't pretend something's not there when it is. Next, you lose something, a spoon, your house keys, your phone. You're sure you left it in the kitchen, but now it's on the coffee table or under your bed. Objects begin moving, subtly at first. Drawers open, chairs shift. A picture frame falls, but there's no breeze. It's not always violent. Sometimes it's playful, but it always leaves you questioning your own memory. Sleep becomes difficult. You toss and turn. You wake up gasping from dreams that feel too real. Nightmares of someone standing beside your bed. Shadows that move. Blankets being tugged ever so slightly. Or worse, you experience sleep paralysis. You're awake, your eyes open, and something is pressing down on your chest. You see a shape at the edge of the room, watching, waiting, and you can't move. One day you record a video on your phone or check footage from a baby monitor or home camera. You hear something, a whisper, maybe your name, maybe breathing that wasn't yours. These sounds weren't there when you recorded, but now you can't unhear them. Paranormal experts call it EVP, electronic voice phenomena, and it's one of the most compelling signs that you're not alone. Then you realize you've been avoiding a certain room entirely. You didn't even mean to, but it happened naturally. Something about the space feels wrong. The air is heavy. Your skin crawls the moment you step inside. Some rooms hold on to pain, grief, or rage, and that energy lingers, sometimes taking shape. It becomes a space that feels more like a warning than a place to rest. And finally, you see something, just a glimpse, a figure in the mirror that disappears when you turn, a shadow that crosses the hallway, a face in the window even though you live on the second floor. And then, one night, it doesn't disappear. You wake up and see someone standing at the foot of your bed, still, silent, watching. And in that moment, every unexplained sound, every flicker, every cold breath of air makes sense. Because now, whatever has been watching you is ready to be seen. If you've experienced one or two of these signs, maybe it's nothing, maybe. But if you've nodded along to 5 or more, you need to ask yourself, is your house just old? Or is it occupied by something that never left? Whatever you do, if you start hearing footsteps tonight, don't follow them. And whatever you do, don't look up.